When the economy crashes, most people panic and start selling, but the rich, they do the exact opposite. While fear spreads and prices fall, wealthy individuals quietly step in and start buying assets at a discount. It sounds risky, but for them, it's a calculated move that builds massive wealth over time. So what do they see that others don't? In this video, you'll discover why rich people buy when an economic crash starts and how you can think the same way. Let's begin. To understand why the rich buy when everyone else is selling, you have to understand two very different ways the human brain works. Psychologists call this loss aversion, but let me explain it like this. Imagine you are playing a simple game. I give you $100, then I flip a coin. If it lands heads, I give you another $50. If it lands tails, you have to give me back $50. Most people will not play this game. Why? Because the pain of losing $50 feels twice as strong as the joy of gaining $50. That is loss aversion. Now apply this to a market crash. When prices drop, the average person feels that pain. They see their savings shrinking. Their brain screams, "Make it stop, sell everything." So they sell, they lock in their losses, and they run to cash. But here is what the wealthy know. A crash does not destroy value. A crash transfers value. It moves money from scared people to prepared people. Think about a fire sale in a retail store. If a store announces a 50% off sale, do you run away? No, you run toward the store. You get excited. A market crash is just a giant economy-wide sale, but most people cannot see it because their fear is blinding them. The rich have trained themselves to disconnect from the panic. They watch the news, yes, but they do not feel the news. They see falling prices the same way you see a sign that says clearance, everything must go. They start making a shopping list. That is the first secret. Crashes are not problems to run from. They are opportunities to walk toward. Let me give you a real history lesson so you understand this is not just theory. Look at the year 2008. The housing market collapsed. Banks failed. The news said the world was ending. Between October 2007 and March 2009, the S&P 500 fell by more than 50%. Half of all the value disappeared. People watching their retirement accounts lost decades of savings on paper. And what did most people do? They sold in panic. Now, fast forward 10 years to 2019. The market had grown more than 400% from the bottom of that crash. The people who sold in 2008 and 2009 missed the greatest wealth-building decade in modern history. But the people who bought in 2008 and 2009, they didn't just survive, they thrived, they became rich.
Take 2020. COVID hit. The market dropped 30% in weeks, the fastest crash ever. Again, the news said the world was ending. Again, most people sold, but the wealthy, they bought airlines, they bought cruise ship stocks, they bought real estate from scared sellers, and within 6 months, they had doubled their money on some of those bets. Here's the pattern. Crashes are temporary. Prices always go back up. Always. The economy has survived world wars, depressions, pandemics, and everything in between. Every single crash in history has been followed by a recovery, but the recovery only helps you if you are still in the game. The wealthy know this. They know the market is like a spring. The harder you push it down, the higher it will bounce. So now the important question, what exactly do the rich buy when the crash starts? Let me give you the list, and I want you to listen carefully because this is where the real value is. Number 1, solid companies with strong balance sheets. When the market crashes, everything falls. Good companies and bad companies both go down, but the good companies are the ones that will survive. The wealthy look for companies that have been profitable for years, that have low debt, and that sell things people need no matter what. Food, medicine, electricity, internet. These companies are not going out of business. Their stock is just on sale. Number 2, real estate. During a crash, property prices drop. Sometimes they drop a lot. But here's the secret. People always need a place to live, and during hard times, rental demand actually goes up because fewer people can afford to buy. The wealthy buy properties when prices are low and rents are steady. They become the landlord, and they let the tenant pay down their mortgage. Number 3, income-producing assets. This is things like dividend stocks, bonds, or even small businesses. During a crash, yields go up. That means you can buy a stock that pays you 5 or 6% just to own it. The wealthy love this because they get paid to wait for the recovery. Their money is working for them even while the market is down. Number 4, their own education and skills. This one is overlooked. When the economy slows down, time becomes available. The wealthy use that time to learn. They read, they take courses, they network, they prepare for the next upswing so they can hit the ground running. While others are watching Netflix and worrying, they are getting sharper. And number 5, this is the most important one. They buy other people's fear. They buy assets from people who are forced to sell. The person who lost their job and needs cash fast. The business owner who is scared and wants out. The wealthy have cash ready, and they buy at desperate prices. They're not being cruel, they're being smart, and they are providing liquidity when the market needs it most. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but I don't have piles of cash sitting around. How am I supposed to buy during a crash if I am living paycheck to paycheck? That is a fair question, and the answer changes everything about how you should think about money.
The wealthy do not keep all their money invested all the time. They keep a cash reserve, sometimes a very large cash reserve. Why? Because opportunity comes when you least expect it. A crash is not a surprise to the wealthy. They know crashes happen every 5 to 10 years like clockwork, so they prepare. They keep cash in safe places, high-yield savings accounts, short-term treasury bills, money market funds. This cash is not earning a huge return, but that is not its job. Its job is to be ready. Think of it like a fire extinguisher. You do not complain that your fire extinguisher is not making you money. You are happy it is there when you need it. So here is your homework if you want to think like the wealthy. Start building your crash fund today. Even if it is $10 a week, even if it is $20 a month, put it aside. Label it Opportunity Fund. Do not touch it for a vacation. Do not touch it for a new phone. That money is waiting for the next sale. And when the sale comes, you will have something to spend. You do not need to be a millionaire to do this. You just need to be intentional. Knowing what to do is one thing. Actually doing it when the world feels like it is on fire is another thing entirely. So let me give you 3 practical tricks the wealthy use to control their emotions during a crash. Trick number 1, they stop checking prices every day. When the market is crashing, checking your portfolio every hour is like watching your food cook in the microwave. It only makes you anxious and it changes nothing. The wealthy check once a month, sometimes once a quarter. They focus on the long term, and they remind themselves that prices today do not matter. Prices 5 years from now matter. Trick number 2, they write down their plan before the crash happens. This is huge. When the market is calm, they write a simple letter to themselves. It says, when the market drops 30%, I will buy X, Y, and Z. I will not sell anything. I will wait. Then, when the crash comes, they do not have to think. They just followed the letter. The thinking was done when they were calm. Trick number 3, they turn off the news. This might sound extreme, but think about it. The news makes money from your fear. Every headline is designed to make you click, to make you worry, to make you watch one more segment. The wealthy do not need that noise. They get their information from calm, data-driven sources. They do not watch the talking heads scream at each other. That is entertainment. That is not investing advice. Let me bring this all together into a simple action plan. You do not need to be rich to start. You just need to start. Step 1. Right now, today, open a separate savings account. Call it your crash fund. Put whatever you can into it. $5, $50, it doesn't matter. The habit matters more than the amount. Step 2. Make a list of 3 to 5 assets you would love to own at a discount. Maybe it's a stock like Coca-Cola or Apple. Maybe it's a real estate investment trust. Maybe it's a skill you want to learn. Write them down, research them now while you are calm. Step 3. The next time the market drops 20% or more from its high, do not panic. Smile, take a deep breath, and start buying a little bit of your list. Not all at once, spread it out over weeks or months, because no one can time the exact bottom, but you do not need the bottom. You just need to be in the ballpark. Step 4. Ignore the noise. Stay off social media finance groups. Stop watching the doomsday videos. Trust the process. Trust history. Trust that economies recover. And step 5. Be patient. This is the hardest part. Wealth is not built in a week. It is built over decades. The crash will come. You will buy. Then the market might go down more. That is fine. You are not looking for a quick win. You are planting a tree. And the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So let me leave you with this. The difference between the rich and everyone else is not luck. It is not inheritance. It is not a secret bank account. It is simply this. When the crowd runs one way, they quietly walk the other way. When the crowd screams sell, they whisper buy. When the crowd sees a crash, they see a clearance sale. You now have that same perspective. You cannot control when the next crash comes, but you can control whether you are ready for it. You can control whether you act from fear or from strategy. You can control whether you become one of the people who loses money or one of the people who makes money from the same event. Start building your fund today. Start your list today, and when the crash comes, and it will come, you will not hide. You will act. You will buy. And years from now, you will look back at that moment and thank yourself for having the courage to see what others could not. Thank you for watching. If this video gave you a new way to think about money, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, the sale is coming. Be ready.